Hi friends, welcome again for this Nada Center for Music Therapy channel, and now we are going to have a fascinating information linking your voice and the vocalizing you make, and also the production of what we call nitric oxide, which is very essential molecule as a medicine in these difficult days when people have breathing difficulties. When people have breathing difficulties, when people are anxious, sometimes they feel anger, they are not able to tolerate this sort of isolation and things like that. Then in that case, what you have to do is that number one, you listen to music or you produce music. You can say, oh my God, I have never been taught music and I don't know how to sing. You don't have to know how to sing. All you have to do is to do a little bit of vocalizing like like that. So you must have noticed that there is a lot of linkage with naad yoga and yoga practices. In yoga practice, you all know much better now than me as what is pranayama and all that. Pranayama, we all know, we know that it is breathing in and breathing out and closing the eyes and things like that. So here there is one special kind of pranayama, which is also a very old Nada yoga practice. It's one of the foremost and oldest forms of pranayama in which you do a magic. What is that magic? You are going to produce nitric oxide in your system, which is a molecule and which is a medicinal, which has medicinal, and also it has an effect in controlling your anger, your anxiety, and all the problems which are accompanying in your mental space when you face calamities and when you face pandemic and all that, so that you can keep your head above the sea level, so that you don't sink but you swim. So that how it helps, let us see what is this Brahmari Pranayama. You must have had the word Brahmari. That itself says Brahmari means it is bees. Humming bees is called Brahmari in Sanskrit. Brahmari Pranayama, the sound itself Brahmari. So it must be something like a humming bee, or they also call bumblebee. There is a beautiful Western music piece, Bumblebee. If you have time, you can search it out in your YouTube and find Bumblebee. Oh, beautiful. So this is humming bee pranayama. What we are going to do is Brahmari Pranayama is a humming bee, which, it's a very, very simple exercise. And you all have 5 fingers as I have 5 fingers. So what you have to do, it's a very simple thing, sort of pranayama. The smallest finger you have, you put it below your lip slowly, don't pressurize it, and put the ring finger here over the upper lip, and then this finger, this is the middle or ring finger, this is the middle finger, you put it on the nasal side, on either side of your nose. And then there are 2 index fingers. And you just press it very, very softly, your eyes, and close the eyes and press it. And after pressing it, you are left with 2 thumbs. Okay. That thumbs, you try to put it and close your ears. Now what you are doing is that you are shutting your mouth and you are pressing your nose and you are closing your eyes very gently, and then you are going to close your ears. So by doing that, it's a very simple process. You have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's all. Now you're done. After doing this, what you have to do is that breathing in, because you have to breathe in, you have to leave, you should not hold the breath. What will happen if you hold the breath? So I don't want to say that. So don't hold your breath. Do this and then start breathing in and breathing out. When you say breathing in, breathing out, like that. But when you are doing, you are going to make it musical. You are going to sing some sort of humming, hum singing. Okay, you are humming something. And what sort of hum is this? When you breathing in and breathing out, then there is certain sensations in your nostrils and you are enjoying that small friction and you are trying to put some sort of humming sound very, very gently, because everything can be done gently. That's what yoga wants. It's not a violent yoga, it is a gentle yoga. So when you put all this and then gently you are going to breathing in, keep yourself erect, and then breathing out like that. That sort of smart voicing you are doing. And that voicing, what makes is that it helps you mentally as well as physically. Physically, it is scientifically proved that nitric oxide production takes place even 15 times of what you get from a ventilator. Normally, when you go for a ventilator, there is nitric oxide, and it's also called vasodilator in these corona times, because vasodilation is a process which is very important, because this vasodilation relaxes the inner muscles, causing them widen it and then increase the blood circulation. So all these things, the function of the ventilator is done by your simple yogic, yogic method called, what did I call? It is Brahmari Pranayama. So in the Brahmari Pranayama, this sort of posture you are going to do mudra. This is like a dance mudra. Mudra, dance mudras, In yogic, mudra is also the originator of dance mudras, Bharatanatyam and all that. They all followed yoga system. So this is the basic mudra of Brahmari Pranayama. It's also called Shanmukhi mudra. Shanmukhi means six-headed goddess. So that sort of mudra, so it's a very powerful mudra. And with this mudra, when you breathe in and breathe out, you produce nitric oxide. There are also other ways you can increase your nitric oxide content. I know that as a biologist, I can tell you that there are vegetables like lettuce, celery, and also you have beetroot. It's very common, beet juice. And these vegetable juices, when you have, then it also increases the level of nitric oxide in your system. So it's a very simple way that you add nitrates to your nutrition. So vegetables is a very important source. So you must go for spinach, and then you have this palak and greens. All those things are very essential. So every day you must add some greens. Make life more green with greens. Then you have another way you can do is the increasing antioxidants. Antioxidants are in juices, in fruit juices, grapes, and also in many lemon juice and amla. Amla is a very beautiful excellent, loaded with vitamin C, you know that. So this is also antioxidant. Then you have something called polyphenols, you have glutathione and all that. Your doctors would tell you all this, what you want and what you should add in your diet. So you must add that. And there are supplements. There are what they call amino acids. There is one L-arginine and then L-citrulline. Citrulline is also an amino acid. So you can, these are supplements to increase the level of nitric oxide. Then only one thing I caution you, one of them, don't use mouthwash at all. If you are in the habit of using mouthwash, please stop right now. Throw away those bottles with you. Don't give to them. Don't donate anybody. The mouthwash is working against nitric oxide in your system, in your buccal cavity and all that. So never use mouthwash. And then last but not least, as I told you, a simple exercise, a simple mudra called Shanmukhi Mudra, and then enjoy life. All the best and namaste. Bye-bye.